So the second closed beta test of Noah's Heart ended a couple days ago, and I thought I should make this video for those who are still very much into dark about this game or just not sure if it's worth it to dedicate their time to playing this. Now, I have made a video on Noah's Heart previously which shares almost all the features available to you from I think level 1 to level 50s, and you can find the link to that below in the comment section. Now I'm gonna be listing some of my experiences in Noah, and hopefully by the end of this video you'll be able to decide if you're gonna give Noah's Heart a try or not. I'm not gonna be telling you if you should play a game or not, guys. That's not something anyone should do, because in the end it's just a game and we all have our preferences. Also, you should be able to tell just from seeing a game if you like it or not. So in order to give you guys a detailed description about my experiences in Noah, I played Noah till level 69. So I made a list that will answer quite a lot of the basic questions players will have about this game, and here goes, guys. The first is, what's the size of Noah and where can you play this game? Noah at the end of the second closed beta test is 9GB, or to be specific 9.63GB, and you can play it on Android, iOS and PC. Now this size I mentioned is basically for the Android and iOS devices. I wasn't able to play it on PC, although this was also the closed beta test. There were quite a lot of bugs for the PC gameplay, but on Android it was pretty much fine, it was pretty much okay. Now the requirements for Noah's Heart, you just need about 10GB storage space, and if you can have a minimum of 3GB RAM, you should be able to play this fairly well. This is an anime MMORPG with gacha elements. Basically this means that the graphics and art style of Noah are anime inspired. Some of you might like or hate this, and others might be like me who just don't really care. Also, the gacha system is more prominent when summoning for phantoms. Phantoms are kind of like allies that fight alongside you in PvP and PvE events. There are different quality of phantoms. You have your blue, your purple and your gold phantoms. That being said, everyone or almost everyone will want to obtain the gold phantoms, and that brings us to the PT system in Noah's Heart. PT is basically the game rewarding you with the highest reward you can obtain from a particular section. In this case, it's the gold quality phantom. When you summon up to 60 pulls, you will obtain a guaranteed gold quality phantom from Noah's Heart. The issue or the problem here lies in the fact that if you do get a gold quality phantom before reaching your 60th pull, the entire PT resets and it starts counting from 1 all over again. In other words, this is probably where most of the spending is going to be happening, because everyone wants the gold phantom or the best phantom there is, and this just brings us to the question of free to play and pay to win in Noah's Heart. Are there pay to win mechanics in Noah's Heart? Yes, most definitely. I mean, this is a gacha game and it will definitely favor the spenders in the long run. It's an undeniable fact. Tickets is the currency you obtain from spending in Noah. Now, will this give you an advantage against other players that don't spend? Yes, of course. I mean, why would you be spending if it won't give you any advantage? But if you choose not to spend, you will have to rely on your other currencies, one of which is the diamond. This can be obtained from the overworld and just playing the game, and this can actually do almost everything the ticket does. Emphasis on almost. Now, obtaining diamonds should be fairly easy. You can get this by completing quests, clearing dungeons, and even just cooking for your phantoms. Puzzles in this game are numerous, and there's a lot, and I mean a lot, to do in Noah's Heart. Honestly, this planet can feel a bit overwhelming at first. I mean, there's a lot of things here. You have your PvP for those who enjoy that. You have your lifestyle section. You are given the option of socializing or just staying to yourself. You have various story modes for those who enjoy that sort of thing. Now, I have talked about the PvP in Noah's Heart before, so I won't dive too deep into that. I will just answer the question that everyone is asking, including myself. Is Noah's Heart PvP really balanced? In one sentence, yes and no. Bruh. Basically, this is something that I feel you need to experience in order to understand. I can't actually put it in words, because after asking these various second closed beta testers and even myself after experiencing the PvP, it doesn't necessarily feel balanced, but it also feels balanced at times. It is a weird feeling. I mean, I have lost to a couple lower or weaker opponents, and I have also defeated a couple stronger opponents, so that should feel balanced, right? But no, not necessarily. I mean, there were times where I was fighting those stronger opponents. It felt like I was basically hitting a rock, and after they hit me, it was just like I was the egg who got smashed on a rock. That was just how much it hurt. So I think that things like equipment, things like level and stuff still might have an effect on it, but basically I think they should recheck their PvP system. Something's not really right there. But all in all, the gameplay of Noah, everything is fast-paced, it is fun, it is smooth, you will enjoy it. You just have to be careful to not get stunned to death. Bruh. And I feel I should mention that there is no auto in PvP. There is no auto in PvP. This game barely has auto in any PvP instance. For those who do not actually enjoy PvP, who just want to enjoy the lifestyle part or section of this game, there are a lot of things to do here. You actually have 3 professions. You have your tailor, you have your chef, and you have your craftsman or blacksmith. Basically, you just collect a lot of resources like the plants, the ores, the gems, wood, metal, animals, insects, rare monsters, mounts, and there are so many things to collect in this game, guys. And the funniest part is there is also no auto collection here, so you have to do all of this manual. You have to capture your mount manually, tame it manually, you have to capture your fish, you have to mine. It's a lot, guys. There is a lot for you to do in this section, and you also have a lot of recipes to be unlocked and various things. It's a lot. Finally, for those who enjoy the story section, this is another huge part of the game. They have the normal story quest, you have your guide quest, you have your phantom quest, you have your fate series, which is an entire story mode on its own. You have your hidden or exploration quest, which is kind of like anecdote for those who've played Raja. It's kind of like a hidden quest you have to solve, like a mystery or a puzzle in a way. Then you have your area quest, which is an entire region worth of quests. There's so many quests in this game, it can be a bit overwhelming. It's crazy how much quest there is in this game. So for those who enjoy this type of thing, you will have a ball. Now, there is no perfect game out there. Every game has one bug or one issue or the other with it that certain players just don't feel right with. And after playing 69 levels of this game, I do feel there are some things that I personally don't like. There are quite a lot of things. There are quite a lot of glitches, but we'll leave that aside for now. I basically just took out 2 things that I feel affect everyone, and it's just really annoying, and I don't think there's any point of it being in the game. The first and the most annoying of them all I want to address is the server level. This is a system that actually keeps you from exceeding a certain level. If you open your character screen and go to this icon right there, you will see it up there, server level. Example of this is, let's say your server level is currently saying 59, right? And you get to level 59, or you are level 59. You cannot exceed that level. All your experience gain will probably be wasted, and it's just keeps you there, stops you from leveling up or progressing in the story, and you just have to wait till the server levels up. It's ridiculous, and it shouldn't exist in my opinion. I don't see the point of this except killing the fun of the game. The second issue I found is not just something that's wrong with Noah. It has existed in quite a lot of games, and it's probably still will exist in a couple games coming out. What am I talking about? I'm actually talking about the energy system. This is something that keeps you from playing certain activities if you don't have enough of it. Normally, I don't complain about this sort of thing, but it's just a little too much in Noah. I mean, you have your energy system for career that without you can't perform any cooking, tailoring, and crafting. Mind you, all 3 of these carriers use the same energy. Then there's the fatigue system, which you need for basically everything. I mean, you need this for fighting rare monsters, you need it for monster camps, you need it for phantom training, you need it for dungeon, and so many other things. The most annoying part isn't just the energy system, it's also the fact that you're also given a limited number of challenge attempts for these things too. Like, you can only fight rare monsters and monster camps 3 times a day, and you can't complete the same dungeon more than 3 times. Add this to the fact that you also need 40, 30, or 10 fatigue to play each of these events. It's ridiculous, honestly. I think this is a silly mechanic. You guys should actually choose, do you want to limit our challenge attempt, or do you want to give us an energy system? Don't put both of them. It's ridiculous, and it just turns a game with a lot of potential into something that might just end up being played for 1 hour or 2 before going offline and calling it a day. These are just some of the main issues I found in the game. I mean, there are quite a lot of bugs and stuff that needs to be fixed. I don't really think that needs to be mentioned in this video, as almost every beta game has 1 or 2 bugs, and this has been reported to the Discord server of the game. That's one thing I like about the devs in Noah. They actually listened to their community and they address their issues. So I'm actually hoping that they hear this, they understand this, and they change this, because honestly, I don't like this system at all. But that being said, I enjoyed the game. I truly enjoyed this game, and I can't wait for it to be released. It's basically one of those games that you can just play, have fun, and just unwind in. It's a nice game and it does have a lot of potential. I will not want to see this game being affected by silly things like these mechanics and a couple other stuffs. Now, if you do want to find out more about this game, I will be making more videos about Noah's Heart. I have quite a lot of recorded videos down, and I've also made a video or a couple other videos about it, explaining various events and basically the entire feature I could find from level 1 to 50. You can check those videos out. I will leave a link in the description down below. Please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this content, and drop down in the comment section if you have any comments about this game. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.